What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel. And we got a little more XDefiant news for you guys when it comes to a release date, new gameplay, and everything that we've learned today regarding the game's release and just everything going on because of Ludwig's YouTube Gaming Championship event that he's been hosting. So when the rumor mill first started turning, we had this idea of a soft launch might happen with XDefiant on the 2nd or the 3rd because of this event. And earlier today on Twitter, we actually ended up getting confirmation from Mark Rubin himself that there will not be a soft launch for the game, that they will give us an actual release date when possible. So it looks like XDefiant is still going to be delayed until further notice, until we get some more confirmation from them when it comes to when the game will be released, which there was this funny clip of Ludwig during the stream asking one of the producer Aches, who was a former Call of Duty pro, about when the game would release.
Pat, the people are wondering, when does XDefiant come out?
That's a terrible question. But look, all I can really say is, we're in the submission process. So there's no info I have other than that we are in that submission process.
I guess it's just crazy to me that Aches saying that we don't know yet, basically because of submission, is just, it's Ubisoft. I feel like Ubisoft has some sway in the business, you know what I mean? They've made so many large, mass amounts of games, and I don't want the game to be rushed, but if we're playing it on stream for people to watch, especially, it could be an old build. I mean, obviously, that's something that's possible, but if we're showcasing it at an event like this and people are wondering when the game is going to go live, I mean, there's the game there ready to play. It's just, the submission process is crazy to me. We also got a little more information from Mark, the reason why they don't have a date. In a 2-tweet responses, he did say, the reason is simple that we don't have a date that we are sharing. When a game normally launches, it's either just drops right after marketing starts, so the first you hear of it, or after it's basically ready to ship, or the date is targeted long enough in advance and the team crunches. I don't want our team crunching, and instead of only marketing the game once it's nearly ready, we had people playing for almost 2 years before launch because we wanted to involve players early to have them be a part of development. Now, I can understand where Mark's coming from because I did play the very, very early NDAs of this game all the way back in the beginning when XDefiant was first just a kind of a thought from the ground up. I remember playing XDefiant with my friends behind closed doors, and it was a ton of fun, and we've played all the way up until this open beta. So to see something go from the ground up all the way to here is a little nostalgia in our heart, but it also is just, I know it's frustrating that we don't have a release date and we have no real idea of when they want to release. We were hoping for maybe the end of Ludwig's thing to say a possible release date, but as of now, we just don't have that, and I don't know when it'll come. So based off of the comment section in the chat during Ludwig's event, there was a lot of positive feedback regarding XDefiant as a fresh title, and that's a good sign, especially if you've looked over the past couple days. We've made quite a few videos here on the channel talking about, are they shooting themselves in the foot, and this is a good way for them to market themselves and let people know that the game is out there, show it off with some really good gamers. I mean, they had Tens there, they had Clayster, they had a lot of other people there that are very good at first-person shooters, so having people there that are able to showcase this game is a good thing, and it's something that we talked about in previous videos that we would have loved to see that marketing start earlier. And based off what Mark was saying earlier, he just didn't want to push his team that far to get the marketing out there without the game being close to being done. But again, we're at a point where we don't have a release date. So is it delayed? Is it just not known? Is it going to come before the end of summer like they said? And my question to you guys is, would you rather them just be honest and tell us, like, hey, it's going to be delayed. It's not happening at the end of summer. It might be in winter. It might be in fall. Like, would you guys rather have it that way, or would we just rather be on the edge of our seats waiting for that day to be announced? And I'm kind of curious, too, your guys' thoughts on this of how much time are they going to give between the announcement of a release date and the actual release date? So let's say submission is finished by the end of this week. Are they going to say the release date is now September 22nd, or are they going to release 3-4 days later? Like, I just don't know what checks and balances have to go through to have that happen. Here's one of the things we talked about as well the other day that I'm going to put a community post down below, or if you guys want to go over to my channel, I'm going to post it later to get even more of your guys' thoughts and opinions, but I'd like to hear you guys say them in the comments here. If XDefiant has this delay that they have right now, and we're waiting for the game to launch, Mark Rubin has openly stated that they're working on bug fixes and getting things out of the way. If the game launches and there's major issues, is that going to be a slap in the face of the community, or is it just going to be something we're able to breeze by? I live in the Call of Duty community, so I'm used to games launching that aren't finished, honestly, and it's really sad because it's a $70 title versus a free-to-play shooter. You know, XDefiant is a free-to-play game. It's going to be a game that anyone can play at any time and pick up and play, and it's cross-platform. But if it launches with bugs, I feel like it's going to frustrate a lot of the community. Myself, probably not as much. I might look at it a little bit and be like, why do I have this issue going on, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not going to be turned off from the game. But I feel like a lot of people who have been waiting for this game and are desperately looking to play this game again will be a little annoyed the fact that there's going to be possible bugs at launch after having to wait until the end of summer potentially to get the game after being promised the game would launch in late summer. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I appreciate all the love and support recently on the channel. You guys have been blowing up the XDefiant videos, and it's made me really want to have this game come out so we can continue making that content. I can give you more than just these dumb commentaries that I enjoy making, but it's not the same. I want to give you guys gameplay. I want to show you guys the game and go over stuff and tips and guides and all that. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to those post notification bells so you guys never miss an upload. I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys to death. Deuces, boys.